gonna make me cry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys are gonna make me cry. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's really amazing to look out over this room and see people who have been in this community from the earliest days, people who joined this year, and so many people who helped shape this community. I'm so grateful to all of you. So thank you so much for being here. 28 years ago, can everybody hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. 28 years ago, Grub started when 8 brave souls signed up for our very first workshops, taught in the classrooms of a Reformed temple in Brookline. In the early days, as we mentioned in the film, people really questioned whether our students could have any talent, and quickly we proved them wrong with the publication record. And I wanted to just give you a little snapshot inside the books, because the publications have had far-reaching impact on a wide audience of readers and the larger culture. So to give you a snapshot, books from our students in the last few years have covered such topics as our criminal justice system as it relates to sexual assault. This book was longlisted for a National Book Prize. Tools for shepherding teens coming of age in a digital world. Growing up in Appalachia as a queer Indian woman. The life of abolitionist and suffragist Lucy Stone. In 1930s Berlin as navigated by a trans man confronting the Nazis. That book came out in April, and it's sadly relevant to the day. But what's kept me passionate all of these years is the impact of our writing classes on the individual lives and the ripple effects of the community we've built together. When students attend a writing workshop at Grub Street, we're asking them to do something that takes a lot of bravery. We're asking them to trust a room full of strangers with their inner lives, their imaginations, and we're asking them to be honest with each other about their real and true aspirations about their writing. It's incredibly vulnerable. Trusting others, and in turn being taken seriously, pushed to take risks, pushed to dig deeper by your fellow students and instructors is often transformative. There are countless examples, but I will just share 2 tonight that are meaningful to me. A 14-year-old girl who had decided, and these are her own words, that she had nothing to offer, became part of our slam team and discovered that she was actually a creative force. She became the captain of the team, so to speak. When she returned to school that fall, her grades went back up and she started making friends again. An unhoused woman who participated in our programs at the Brookview House, which is a nonprofit for women and children in Dorchester, managed to tell the story of her abuse for the first time, a story that she was full of shame about, and she learned that she wasn't alone. This recognition allowed her to begin to write a new story for herself. For our 20th anniversary 8 years ago, we used the tagline, "Turning humans into better writers and writers into better humans" since 1997. And it's cheeky and funny, but it's also true. Our workshops remind all of us and teach all of us to sit with ambiguity and complexity, to dig for nuance, to let go of having to be right or find easy answers. They teach us to interact across difference with curiosity and humility, asking questions as opposed to casting judgment. One of our students writes, "Helping someone grow requires a gentle hand. When I offer comments, I think carefully about the impact my words may have and place the other person first. In turn, this practice has made me more thoughtful and compassionate in my own writing and in my roles as teacher, wife, and friend, and in how I just move through the world." Compassion and empathy within our circles and for those we don't know. Is there anything more critical right now? We are in this life together, and together, by writing and listening to each other's stories, by reading deeply and widely, by treating every person as a whole person with a story of their own, we can create communities that foster a sense of belonging and kindness. And we can do this across vast differences of culture, class, ethnicity, perspective, and age. We witness this every day at Grub Street. Like a well-written book, the promise of Grub Street hung above us in those very first classrooms. On the walls of the synagogue classrooms were the words, Tikkun Olam, and I hope I haven't messed that up, which means to repair and improve the world. Spaces like Grub Street, open and accessible to all, hold enormous promise to do just that, repair and improve the world. In a time of deep division and alarming dehumanization, places like Grub Street uphold freedom of expression, insist on the dignity of every story, expand perspectives, build bridges, and remind us that we're in this together. I hope you'll dig deep tonight to ensure that our workshops and community remain radically accessible to everyone interested in writing, and that we never have to turn away a single person interested in finding their voice. And I hope you'll also dig deep tonight to ensure that Grub Street Center for Creative Writing continues to thrive so that we can expand audiences for books and writing, pressing public conversation, so that we can continue to build trust and strengthen our collective sense of belonging. I want to end by saying that Grub Street is a rare jewel, a unique cultural resource here in Boston with reach across the nation and the globe. There aren't any other organizations quite like us anywhere else in the world. So we need you, and we need each other, and we thank you so much for your support.